Welcome back in. Welcome back in. It's your boy Mike coming back at y'all week 5 as we prepare to take on the New York Jets. 1 week after escaping against the Patriots, a very lackluster offensive performance. Defense performed admirably, really kept the team in the game, and it was able to lift us up to 500 for the first time this season. Back-to-back wins after suffering back-to-back losses to go ahead and open up the year. And the test is not going to get too much easier with the Jets on tap, as Arizona is going to go into MetLife Stadium to take on their third AFC East opponent of the season. They're 1-1 coming into this matchup against the AFC East, losing in week 2 to the Dolphins, beating the Patriots a week ago by a field goal. And now they will go ahead and take on this team from New York that does still boast Aaron Rodgers, though they will be missing a few key pieces. Carl Lawson, at this point, really more of a depth piece, with Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald in the fold. Also, rookie center Joe Tippmann not going to be there. A lot of injuries in practice this week. No Lecky Fotu, John Gaines, Greedy Williams, Cesar Ruiz, and of course Dalton Murray still going to be out with that injury suffered a few weeks ago. But definitely have a lot more depth that we can look to go ahead and step up in those spots. So we will be looking to make that happen, as Rondale Moore going to go ahead and get an upgrade to that deep threat. Got a few more going on. Ty Davis Price, 82 overall, coming off a very, very good week against the Patriots, as he is going to go ahead and continue to progress. Andrew Stinson, of course, man, his first drive as a Cardinal in his rookie season, dropped an interception in week 1 against Jordan Love. But, it is what it is. He has a lot of room to grow, a long career ahead of him. Danico Autry also getting an upgrade. And, this week against the Jets, it's going to be a matter of finding that offensive rhythm that they were unable to find truly against New England, despite the win. The defense just kind of held up their end of the bargain on the other side. Glenn Roberts, up to this point, has struggled, with the way that Dobbs performed last year, Josh Dobbs. We expected Roberts to be able to come in and kind of, pick up, if not supersede what Dobbs was able to do. But, we didn't take into account the fact that Glenn Roberts, of course, has never played a professional football game, while Josh Dobbs has plenty of experience doing that. He hasn't been a starter too often, very sporadic, appearances up until last season. Well, I guess now 2 seasons ago. But with the Titans in 2022-23, he was the starter for the last few weeks of the season, and he showed enough. It definitely not going to be confused for a long-term franchise centerpiece, but he is a solid backup quarterback in that realm with a Gardner Minshew, with a wow, I said Gardner Minshew and completely forgot the second name that I wanted to say. With the Gardner Minshew, with the Jacoby Brissett. That was the name that I wanted to say as we continue to go ahead and upgrade a few more people here. But, at 2-2, and again, you have to remember that this Cardinals team definitely outshined expectations a season ago. If you would have asked anyone who follows football seriously, not one person would have told you that they expected the Cardinals to make the playoffs, outside of maybe a super diehard Cardinals fan that maybe had some hope that Kyler Murray would be able to take over and lead them to the playoffs with a not so rocky start from Josh Dobbs. But of course, that did not happen last season. Dobbs remained the starter throughout the year, with the exception of one Browns game in which we saw that Max Duggan was certainly not the answer moving forward. But here we are, MetLife Stadium. And again, Davis Price had a really, really good game a week ago, 155 yards on the ground. Didn't score, but definitely allowed this team to keep its offensive footing. If it wasn't for a few big time runs from him, not sure that Arizona would have even found themselves in a position to go ahead and win that game. So definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. How will Ty Davis Price and this offensive line hold up against this ferocious Jets defensive front? How will Glenn Roberts bounce back after a not so great is putting it very nicely, after a five turnover performance against New England? And the Jets, with Aaron Rodgers manning the middle or manning that quarterback spot, not going to be in a position to give the other team the ball that many times. But as we mentioned, Aaron Rodgers still leading the way at quarterback. Zach Wilson still backing him up, now going into his fourth year. At running back, we're going to go ahead and have Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, very dynamic running back tandem. Not so much in real life, but, this is the Madden universe after all. So they're going to be a very, very potent duo. Garrett Wilson, Mecole Hardman, and Allen Lazard going to be those top three guys. Allen Lazard likely going to have most of his reps in the slot. The rookie Callaway, and then Xavier Gibson, the week one hero for that punt return touchdown against Buffalo. Mike Borden, the left tackle. Laken Tomlinson at left guard. At center, going to be the rookie Allen Driver. Not sure how much up to the task he is, but we will see, with Elijah Vera Tucker and Mekhi Becton rounding out the right side of that line. John Franklin Myers, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson going to be that primary edge rusher rotation. Quinnen Williams and Justin Jones at D tackle. Akeem Davis-Gaither and C.J. Mosley alongside Michael Walker going to be those main linebackers. Sauce Gardner and D.J. Reed, one of the best cornerback duos in the NFL. Michael Carter there as the number 3. At free safety, Tashawn Gibson in year 13, and Kirby Joseph coming over from Detroit to round out that safety spot. Rookie Kevin Snowden along with Trenton Gill at the punter spot to round out the special teams duo. And here's Aaron Rodgers, as we were talking about, 905 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 picks up to this point in the season. And the Jets find themselves at 3-1, looking to advance to 4-1. And they will get the first opportunity here as Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun, Dalvin Cook in the backfield alongside him, and Aaron Rodgers going to fake the handoff to Dalvin Cook. Going to find across the middle of the field, that's Allen Lazard getting things going here in week 5. A gain of 17 down to the 43-yard line. Rodgers now under center, going to hand off Dalvin Cook. And Cook has some space, makes a move, getting some really good blocks. Cook with a gain of 16 already into Arizona territory down to the 42. Rodgers going to continue what he does, going to have the shot in the shotgun again. Dalvin Cook continuing to move. Zaven Collins going to make sure he doesn't get more than 3 yards. A week ago, Dalvin Cook, 4 yards a carry, 61 yards on 15 carries, and a score. Arizona going to hope to hold him under those numbers if they have anything to say about it. And here he is receiving the ball out of the backfield. Missed tackle there, and it looks like a flag, and they are going to call unnecessary roughness here on Zaven Collins, and that's going to be a big blow to that defense, setting them up at the 15-yard line, but they're not going to do much on those first 2 snaps. Now here, 3rd and 10, Aaron Rodgers, pressure coming. Rodgers rolling out, still trying to find someone, no one available. He's going to have to throw it away. Jets get on the board first, and they are going to have a 3-0 lead now with 7:13 left in the first quarter. KJ Hamler going to get the first kickoff return. He's going to have a good return up to the 38-yard line as Glenn Roberts now looking to take the field. And Roberts, as we mentioned, has had a trying rookie season up to this point. 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, though. And he's barely above that 50% marker as far as completion percentage. Hasn't done a whole lot, at least, we know he's still a rookie, but just expect a little bit more. When he's better than Dobbs, But Ty Davis-Price going to get the first carry up here, 4 yards of gain of 4. And we already mentioned Ty Davis-Price, 155 yards a week ago. Going to be looking to keep that up now. 2nd and 6. Davis-Price still back there in the shotgun formation. And Roberts going to find Rondale Moore for a quick gain of 7. And they're at midfield. Now, 1st and 10, midfield, Rashad Bateman to the left, Rondale Moore to the right, Davis-Price going to get the give, going to get a gain of 6 down to the 44-yard line. They're going to continue to, pile on the pressure. Davis-Price is a big part of what they like to do. Glenn Roberts decides to keep it himself here. Quinnen Williams blows it up immediately. Loss of 3, now a 3rd and 7. And Glenn Roberts with a spread formation gonna get the snap. Roberts, Quinnen Williams in his face, gonna look for Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman able to come down with it at the 6-yard line. What a throw from Roberts. What a catch from Rashad Bateman. He has been this team's go-to offensive weapon ever since he stepped foot in Arizona, and Roberts knows it, continues to keep that whole thing alive, finds Bateman. First huge play of the day for Arizona. 1st and goal now at the 6-yard line. Roberts going to look quickly to Trey McBride. McBride back of the end zone. That is going to be an Arizona Cardinals touchdown. The forgotten man able to go ahead and get Arizona their first touchdown of the game, take the lead. And they're going to kick off to the Jets. Xavier Gibson has it. Gibson has running room. Gibson, no one in front of him. Gibson in the open field. Garrett Williams giving chase, finally brought down at the 22-yard line. And what a return by Xavier Gibson, now in his 2nd season. Opens things up for them. Gives them tremendous field position to work with. Rodgers going to hand off to Dalvin Cook. First play of the drive. Just a gain of 3 down to the 18 as they are now in the red zone. Not much doing on 2nd down. 3rd and 7. Rodgers, Dalvin Cook in the backfield with him. Rodgers looking left side. Allen Lazard. And Lazard drops it. Had Israel Mukuamu beat there, but is not able to hold on to it, and they're going to settle for another set of 3 points as Antonio Gibson gets the first carry here on the next drive. Gain of 1. Davis-Price now checking back into the game. Glenn Roberts scrambling out, looking, has Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman gets the ball down to the 39-yard line. Fresh set of downs. How about that from Roberts? A little improvisational action. Now 1st and 10, Roberts going to fake the handoff to Davis-Price. Roberts looking. That's Trey McBride, who has some green and more, able to get a nice gain of 25 down to the 36-yard line, threatening in Jets territory once again early. 1st and 10, Roberts looking. Rashad Bateman drops the ball before the contact from C.J. Mosley. Now it'll be 3rd and 10. And at the 36-yard line, Roberts looking to make something happen. Roberts looking for McBride, not able to get it to him. Pressure in his face, but they will convert on the 3-point try. And it's 10-6 here as Rodgers going to dump it down short to Dalvin Cook. Cook just a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7, Zaven Collins with the tackle at the 25-yard line. Rodgers gets the snap, looking quickly. Allen Lazard, and Lazard going to take it to the 44-yard line, making up for that drop touchdown a little bit earlier. Not completely, but doing what he can. 1st and 10, bunch formation right. Going to get the give quickly to Tyler Conklin, and Conklin brought down by Zaven Collins, gain of 8. And the Jets are moving the ball, man. They've been able to do their thing so far, but only 2 field goals up to this point as we close the first quarter. And no team dominating. I think it's been a pretty even game up to this point. 10-6, Jets with possession. And Rodgers going to go ahead and try to give the Jets their first lead of the game on this possession. As he's under center, takes the snap, looks left, short, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson breaks the tackle of Jalen Johnson, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. now moving the chains. Fresh set of downs. Rodgers again under center. Rodgers again looking right side this time. And here's Mecole Hardman. Hardman breaks a tackle, makes a move, and he is going to be into the end zone. That is going to be a New York Jets touchdown. And they're in the end zone for the first time this game. Mecole beat the coverage. Aaron Rodgers with B.J. Ojulari breathing all over him. Hits Mecole. Busted tackle there from Andrew Stinson. And Hardman is into the end zone for the Jets. There would be a block on that point after right there, which means it will remain a 2-point game. But Jermaine Johnson getting in there on first down. Loss of 10, 2nd and 20. Roberts now again a spread formation. Going to have some pressure coming. Roberts going to be hit down again. How about that one? Now a 3rd and 30 from their own 1-yard line. And Roberts making some things happen. Going to hand it off. Ty Davis Price. Look at the way they shot that gap. No gain there. Thought it might have been a safety. Fortunately, able to get out of the end zone. But the safety punt going to have the Jets at the 38-yard line. 7:24 remaining. And there he is. Oh, man. Gain of 26 yards. That's going to be Jeremy Ruckert with a nice catch and run. Aaron Rodgers dealing early and often here in this one as Rodgers dropping back. Rodgers looking around, going to find his man. That's going to be Mecole Hardman again. Down to the 6. Now 3rd and 2 at the 3-yard line. Aaron Rodgers with 2 receivers on both sides. Rodgers scrambling around. Rodgers nowhere to go. Jalen Thompson closing in. Rodgers throws it away, but there is going to be a flag. And the refs are going to call roughing the passer. Jalen Thompson got to Aaron Rodgers a split second too late. And that means a fresh set of downs because of the defensive penalty. 2nd and goal, again at the 3-yard line. Rodgers quickly right side. Allen Lazard, the former Packer, now Jet, along with Aaron Rodgers, going to get it along that right sideline. And they're now going to continue to pad this lead. 18-12 pending the extra point. And with the extra point being good, it will be 19-10. A little under 5 minutes left now in the second quarter. Roberts going to fake it. Roberts looking deep. Rondale Moore knocked away. Roberts thought he had more. Moore had some separation. Roberts not able to get it out there like he needed to. Now 2nd and 10. Roberts pressure in his face. Able to get the ball away, but not able to get it to anyone. It's going to set up a 3rd and 10, only taking off about 10 seconds on this clock. Davis Price getting the screen set up for him. Keegan Buchanan not able to hold his block quite long enough. It's going to be a 3 and out. Jets get the ball back at their own 32-yard line. Aaron Rodgers looking, and it's going to be dropped there. Man, just a concentration drop. Aaron Rodgers laid it right on him. But here we are, 2nd and 10. Aaron Rodgers looking left side. Garrett Wilson again able to get the first down. Rodgers up to 162 yards and 2 touchdowns already as the second quarter continues to wind down. Now here we are, 2nd and 10. Rodgers left side once again, and here he is again. That's Allen Lazard. Greedy Williams able to go ahead and, did I say Greedy Williams? Israel Mukuamu able to go ahead and make that play. Jalen Thompson intercepts it on 3rd and 5. Garrett Wilson brings him down, but Jalen Thompson showing off the ball hawking abilities, picks off old man Aaron Rodgers. Looks like he's doing the mannequin challenge for a celebration right here. Jalen Thompson read the curl all the way. Rodgers didn't even see him. Tyler Conklin overrunning that one a little more than he needed to. Jalen Thompson able to go ahead and bring that in for Arizona, giving them the ball back down 9 as we're at 2:49 now left in the second quarter. Roberts making some adjustments here as he drops back far in the pocket, trying to make something happen, has to throw it away. That Jets pass rush has been ferocious all game. Now here we are, 3rd and 10. Roberts got to make something happen off the turnover. Jalen Thompson didn't get that interception for no reason, as Roberts, here he is, looking, not able to connect with his man there. Another 3 and out, punting it back to the Jets. And here's Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson has space. Garrett Wilson pushes Lewis Seen off of him, and he's off to the races. An 85-yard catch and run from the electric third-year wide receiver, Garrett Wilson. It was only a matter of time before his connection with Aaron Rodgers came to show, and it happens right away. Now the Jets with a 16-point lead as KJ Hamler getting the return. Already one good return here. He's up the left sideline. One Jets defender giving chase. Not going to be able to make it. KJ Hamler dives into the end zone for the first kickoff return touchdown of the season for Arizona. They only had one kick return touchdown last year, and it was a punt return from Tariq Cohen in the last game of the year against Seattle. KJ Hamler proving to be that much more dynamic, able to help a struggling offense out, and gets on the board. They elect to just kick the extra point and keep it a 9-point game, still 2 possessions, as Rodgers going to dump it short for Dalvin Cook. And with 1:25 remaining and 2 timeouts, the Jets do still have plenty of time to make something happen. 3rd and 1, going to get the give short. Allen Lazard down at the 41-yard line. Jets going to continue to keep things moving now. 32 seconds. Time slowly dripping down. Going to look right side. That's Allen Lazard again on the sideline. And Aaron Rodgers continuing to just toss dimes to his receivers, despite now being 40 years old. His rapport with Allen Lazard, as good as it's ever been. And with 25 seconds left, they're at the 32-yard line, threatening. Aaron Rodgers, again, going to take the check down. Lewis Seen there to wrap him up. They're going to take their second time out now. 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking with trips left. Finds a wide open Allen Lazard, who continues to just feast on this secondary. And with time ticking down, their last time out, they're going to take one more chance at the end zone. Rodgers looking left side, not able to find Lazard there, and they would elect to kick a field goal. And we would go into the half with the Jets leading 29-17. They've been dominating through the air. Aaron Rodgers over 300 first half passing yards. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on around the league here in week 5. First up, we have Miami in Seattle, and it's Seattle down 24-7, likely dropping with a 17-point deficit to Miami. Miami doing their thing. Tua, very efficient day, 2 touchdowns up to this point. Denver getting worked by Tampa up to this point. 2 1-3 teams. The rookie newbie, 11-15, 77 yards and a touchdown. Denver going to have to do some serious soul searching if they want to come back in that one. And it's the Rams in Las Vegas, tie ball game here. Both Kirk Cousins and Garoppolo each with a touchdown. Devontae Adams' lone catch resulting in a score as well. And down 12 points, man, this Arizona offense just has not looked good this season. You know, some of that can be attributed to a rookie quarterback, but some of it has to be on the coaching, on the people around him. Roberts trying his best. He has some upgrades from last year, more than Dobbs had on the offensive line, just hasn't been able to take full advantage of it, as Davis Price, just his 5th carry of the game, goes for 8 yards, now up to 22 yards on the game. And still being just a 12-point game, Arizona can't go away from the run as he tries to find Antonio Gibson on the check down, not able to. Now 3rd and 2. Roberts dropping back, looking. Rashad Bateman able to squeeze it in there. And how about that? What a throw. What a catch from Rashad Bateman. Very risky throw there. But it does result in a first down as Roberts looking. Rashad Bateman has DJ Reed beat down the line, and he's not able to connect with him. Gonna result in an incompletion, and now a 2nd and 10. And here's Rondale Moore quickly down to the 36-yard line to Sean Gibson getting him down. And this Arizona drive is looking good to open up this half, trying to make it a one-possession game once again. Going to send McBride in motion. Davis Price the back. Hands off Davis Price, and not much space to go through. CJ Mosley gets him pretty early. Just a gain of 6. Now here we are, 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line. Glenn Roberts making some adjustments, trying to make some things happen. And Roberts going to be hit and going to fumble. Recovered by the Jets. Wow. After a promising offensive possession, Roberts going to be blitzed. And Quinnen Williams gets off of, I'm sorry, not blitzed, but Quinnen Williams does get off of his block very quickly. Jets forces the fumble. Jets pick it up, and their offense is going to be back on the field. Arizona been having trouble with them all game, and it's going to go in Arizona's favor this time around as Stinson able to knock that ball out. Now 2nd and 10. Aaron Rodgers again in the shotgun. Rodgers going to look to the right side. Going to have Allen Lazard. And Lazard going to be tackled just across that first down marker. Allen Lazard. If you thought Allen Lazard was going to be the best receiver in this game for the Jets, man, you are better than me, because I would not have bet on that at all. As Israel Mukuamu and Lewis Seen combining to make that tackle. Jets now once again in Arizona territory at the 40-yard line. Quick pass to Tyler Conklin, dropped. And you see this rain really affecting both teams here, as that is the 3rd drop of the game between the two teams. Conklin not going to drop this one. Is going to be dropped after a gain of 9, though, and it'll be a 3rd and 1. Arizona showing some pressure. 3rd and 1. Rodgers quickly. Conklin hit by Mukuamu. Not going to matter. Going to hold on to it now in the red zone once again at the 18-yard line. Aaron Rodgers rolling out. Cam Thomas able to get off the block and brings down the veteran quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Cam Thomas, who has been the main source of pressure here in the early going for Arizona's defensive front, gets yet another sack to his name for the season after leading the team in sacks a year ago. Now 2nd and 20. Rodgers with all his receivers spread out wide, going to decide to take it himself. Rodgers going to be hit by Lewis Seen, fumbles, and Cam Thomas able to pick that one up. What a play by Lewis Seen. Very, very questionable play call there from the Jets, sending Aaron Rodgers on a QB draw. Lewis Seen read it all the way, forces the ball out. Cam Thomas recovers. Arizona now back with the ball. And now here they are getting another opportunity after the half. Going to hit Rashad Bateman short. Still just a 12-point game. Roberts, though, just 50%. Completion percentage up to this point, and it seems about natural with what we've expected from him, but he's going to keep it himself here, trying to stiff arm a man, going to get a gain of 13 down to the 40-yard line. Now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Roberts going to find McBride short, going to be hit after a gain of 7, up to 143 yards through the air now. 2nd and 3, under 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Ty Davis Price going to be hit quickly by Justin Jones, setting up a 3rd and 2. And now, light box, Ty Davis Price in the backfield. We know what Arizona likes to do in these kind of situations. They're going to give it to Davis Price, and he's going to be stopped short. 4th and 1, and they're going to look to go for it here. Offense still out on the field. Play clock running down. Roberts making some things happen. Ty Davis Price makes a cut, able to find his way to the first down marker. And what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter, Glenn Roberts looking left side. It's Rashad Bateman holds on to it. DJ Reed able to make the tackle, and that will bring us to the fourth quarter. 12-point game. Passing game still not really in a great rhythm, but the way the defense has been playing, man, this offense has to show up in this fourth quarter. Davis Price, 2nd and 4, getting the give, nowhere to go. Just 3.4 a carry for Davis Price up to this point. Now, 41-yard line, 3rd and 4. Roberts dropping back, looking. Antonio Gibson gets the ball up to the 23-yard line. And, man, look, we knew he's been making plays since his debut back in week 3. Antonio Gibson gets a fresh set of downs. Looking, Chase Claypool pass knocked away by C.J. Mosley. 2nd and 10 now, trips to the right. Roberts making some adjustments, calling out to his offense. Glenn Roberts looking to the right side. Chase Claypool overthrown. Not going to happen there. Now 3rd and 10, spread look again for Arizona. Going to look. That's Rashad Bateman knocked away. C.J. Mosley just play after play. Matt Prater here for the 40-yard try. Kick is up, and it's no good. Matt Prater. Did I say Matt Prater? I am horrible because we definitely replaced him in the offseason. I apologize, you all. That's Cameron Dicker. Misses the easy field goal. Dalvin Cook has it. Dalvin Cook breaks some tackles. Dalvin Cook off to the races. No one there to catch him except Israel Mukuamu, and he won't. And Dalvin Cook able to get into the end zone. A missed field goal leading to a quick Jets touchdown. And just like that, what was a 12-point game, just 2 possessions, Dalvin Cook decided to put the team on his back, gets into the end zone on the long carry, and just like that, it is now a 19-point game as KJ Hamler, who's had a fantastic game as far as those returns have been concerned, gonna have another one here, tries to stiff arm a man, makes it to the 44-yard line. Glenn Roberts now, this offense has to make something happen here as we're about 8 minutes left. Chase Claypool gets the ball there, a gain of 17 down to the 39-yard line. They're going to hurry things up to the line of scrimmage, want to keep that momentum going. Glenn Roberts going to hike the ball, snaps it, takes it back, going to overthrow Chase Claypool on the drag route this time. Now 2nd and 10. Roberts, again, this Arizona offense has not had a whole lot going their way, and he overthrows Claypool for the 2nd pass in a row. Now 3rd and 10, and, maybe field goal range, but with the way the wind's been going, and it doesn't even matter as Roberts brought down again, fumbles again, and the Jets back with it once again. Roberts going to be hit. The blitz by safety Brandon Jones brings him down, knocks the ball out. Quinnen Williams, after forcing one earlier, recovers one this time around. Dalvin Cook brought down by Zaven Collins, loss of 2. Now 2nd and 12, and time is running down. Arizona's defense needs to make something happen if they want to walk away from this one with any type of, humility left. 1st and 10 now at the 22-yard line. I'm sorry, any type of pride was what I meant to say there. Just false words. As Kaiser White getting in there, bringing down Aaron Rodgers. Now their 2nd sack of the game, forcing a 2nd and 19. Not much doing on 2nd and 19. Now 3rd and 19. Dalvin Cook looking a little gassed. Aaron Rodgers going to fake it to Dalvin. Rodgers, time, looking, has a man wide open. It's Garrett Wilson. 3rd and 19, and they convert, getting down to the 4-yard line. 5 minutes now to go in this game. Aaron Rodgers with 2 receivers on each side. Looking right side, it's Mecole Hardman for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And you got to think that that is going to just about do it. Now going to be a 26-point game. And it has not been pretty here for this Arizona offense nor defense here in the fourth quarter, as it is a 43-17 ball game, not what the Arizona faithful were hoping to see. I know we're in MetLife with it, but KJ Hamler making a move. Hamler has some space on the right side, couple men to beat, not quite able to. And man, it has to be said that KJ Hamler has been the MVP of this game for Arizona. Has one of their 2 touchdowns, has had a number of fantastic returns to set up his offense with something, you know what I'm saying, to make happen, as Claypool's going to be hurt on that play. Now 2nd and 10, going to go ahead and rotate things around. Glenn Roberts dropping back once again, looking for Trey McBride, and this one's going to be picked. It's Michael Carter down the sideline, going to be forced out by Trey McBride now at the 25-yard line. And the mistakes just continue to pile up. Glenn Roberts, now 5 games into his career, still not looking comfortable despite the upgrades on the O-line, despite working with weaponry that Josh Dobbs made look very good, led him to a playoff win a season ago. And with 3:54 remaining, the Jets are going to take the field again. Aaron Rodgers now 4 touchdowns, almost 400 yards passing, as it has been a day for this Cardinals defense. Rodgers dropping back, looking left side, Garrett Wilson, first down. And this defense, despite the way it played throughout the first few quarters, just giving up the first downs when they really can't afford to, as here's Tyler Conklin again to set up the Jets with a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, 2 tight ends set now under center. Arizona defense trying to figure out what to do. Dalvin Cook going to be pushed into the end zone yet again. His 2nd touchdown of the game. And that's a 50-burger for the Jets. Next possession, Arizona does have the ball here. Roberts dropping back, looking deep. Rashad Bateman, DJ Reed in coverage. Bateman holds on to it. Not going to be much to talk about there. They would end up punting. And with 40 seconds left, Cardinals still have 3 timeouts, so the Jets would decide to run another play. And here's Aaron Rodgers on the read option keeper. And Aaron Rodgers just deciding to do whatever he wants, not going to be brought down. Gets it to the 17, and that is going to be your ball game. Absolute and utter domination from the New York Jets as they beat the Arizona Cardinals 50-17. Rodgers had his way with this defense all game. The Jets defense not allowing Arizona to ever let get anything going. After that initial opening drive touchdown, allowed just 3 more offensive points. The other touchdown, of course, coming courtesy of a KJ Hamler kickoff return. And when you lose the turnover battle 3-2, just not going to be great. 3 of 11 on 3rd down. Weren't able to get anything going really in this one. Aaron Rodgers, 409 yards, 4 touchdowns and a pick. Glenn Roberts, a hair under 50%, 16-35, 244, a touchdown, and a huge pick. And that is looking like it's starting to become a theme, you know. Glenn Roberts keeping the team, well, the defense really also doing a lot of heavy lifting, keeping the team in it until the end. And then when we need him to make a play, he's turning the ball over. It's not what we expected to see out of him. Again, you know, those rookie growing pains, just something you have to kind of live with. But after seeing what Josh Dobbs was able to do with a worse defense, arguably, along with about the same level of offensive talent, you know, with less on the offensive line, just definitely expected to see more from him. And along with him, Juan Drummond, another first rounder that just hasn't shown a whole lot up to this point, not getting a whole lot of pressure. Andrew Stinson, probably the best first rounder so far. And even Keegan Buchanan, who we took at number 1 overall, playing left guard up to this point in his career. Hasn't had a great go of things, but they'll have a chance to rebound as they still do sit second in the division. A loss from San Francisco once again in week 5 sees them still just a game behind, really a half game, with that tiebreaker currently over them. But they're going to take on the Seattle Seahawks this week. DK Metcalf doing his thing, 541 yards through 5 weeks, along with 40 catches, averaging 8 catches a game. Really good job from them. But they do just sit at 1-4, and this is going to be a get-right game if there ever has been one. You know, a divisional game, a chance to take a game off a divisional foe, keep the pressure on San Francisco after beating them just a few weeks ago. But we'll see how things go ahead and progress as we head into the next week. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all tremendously. Be sure to like and subscribe should you feel so inclined. I will holler at y'all next time. It's been your boy Mike. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one. Peace.